Morning cars, nice like kind of chill routine here, not doing anything too crazy. Think about moving the joint that you're intending to move at about 30% effort, and the rest of the body we're just trying to keep nice and sturdy, nice and still, maintaining maybe like 50% of your max amount of tension through the rest of the body while that one joint moves. Always avoid points of pain, and shoot me a message if you have any issues with anything. So here we go. Tension throughout the whole body. Take a good breath in, brace the core. Bring fists down to your sides so you're holding that tension nice and tight. We're going to start by drawing the chin down towards the chest. Scrape out to the left as far as you can across your collarbone. Drop the ear behind the left shoulder. Reach the chin up as high as you can. Look all the way over to the right. Pull the chin down and back to center. When you get to the middle, reverse back out to the right. Reach the chin behind, up and over, look to the left, chin comes down to center, reverse again, back out to the left. Nice, steady, slow, controlled motion here. Feel out that car, see if there are any positions that feel sticky. Reverse one more time. Nice controlled motion. Again, we're trying to avoid any points of pain, especially if it's on the closing angle here. So when you go through the rotation, we want to feel a stretch through that open angle, but the angle that's closing, if you're getting pain in that position, troubleshoot and just kind of back out of the point of pain and then continue on when you hit the next position that's pain-free. The goal here is that everything is pain-free. So from there, we're going to move into our upper back or your T-spine. We're going to put the hands across the chest. Try not to let your shoulder blades do a bunch of work here, so kind of lock them in. We're going to pull the chin in, so you kind of give yourself a couple chins, if you will. And then we're going to drop and pull into a hunchback. Keep those glutes squeezed as tight as you can. Get as low as you can without kind of moving the hips out from underneath of you. And then we're going to rotate off to the left. Spiral yourself as far as you can. And then start to reach up and back. Trying to arch your back one vertebrae at a time. Coming all the way over to the right. Look as far to the right as you can and then pull that hunchback down in front. Squeeze the glutes a little harder. Reverse out to the right. Don't let those hips move. Reach back one vertebrae at a time, up and over to the left as far as you can, and then pull that hunchback down in front from center. Reverse back out. Drop the shoulder, reach back one vertebrae at a time to the right. Hunch back down in front. And last one here, guys. Back out to the right. Drop the shoulder, reach back. Good arch through the spine. And get all the way to the left. And then pull back into that hunchback in front. Awesome. From there, we're going to go into our scap or your shoulder blade car. With this, you're going to place the hands down by your thighs. Keep your middle finger somewhere around the middle of your thigh and try not to let the hands push away from the body. So you're going to keep the elbows locked straight. Take a good breath in, pack air in the abdomen, squeeze your glutes. We're going to start by dragging the shoulders up to the ears. As far as you can, squeeze back. And then drag that squeeze down. And push forward at the bottom. Again, keep those elbows straight. The hands move up and down the thighs, but don't let them deviate away from the body. Squeeze back, push down. It's a little robotic sounding when I cue it, but try to carve out the biggest circle that you can. When you finish back up at the top of that second one, we're going to reverse. Push the shoulders forward, down, circle around the bottom, squeeze tight, and pull it up to the ears. One more rotation there. Forward, push down, squeeze back as tight as you can, drag the squeeze up into your ears, and finish up high. Awesome. From there, we're going to go into our full shoulder car. So with this, I'm going to take a split stance. So just one foot in front of the other. You can honestly split your stance as wide as is comfortable for you or whatever works. I like a wide split so I can actually go overhead because I have limited space here. So we're going to start with whichever leg is in front. I want you to think, rotate those hips. So if I look at you straight on here, I'm imagining not letting my hips open up, and I'm trying to think, squeeze that back glute and pull the front hip backwards, so you're kind of scissoring the legs together. We're going to take the same arm as that front leg, pull it to the inner thigh, so you're trying to rotate bicep to the sky. And then from there, we're going to draw a circle, bringing the bicep underneath of the chin. Keep the elbow and the wrist straight here. Pull the bicep out by the ear. Rotate here as much as you can. I'm going to make a fist because my fingertips hit my ceiling. Rotate as much as you can, and then draw that circle around behind you. Don't let anything else in the body move. Rotate so much the back of your hand comes towards your thigh. Reverse by going backwards first, and then externally rotate. Open it all back up, and then draw that circle back around. Bicep by the ear. Keep trying to rotate as you come across the body and down in front. One more there. Up across the chest, under the chin, out past the ear. Don't let those shoulders move. Hold still. Internally rotate. Big circle around. Back of the hand comes to the thigh, and reverse. Get high first. Externally rotate, and then bring that circle around. Keep trying to rotate as we come down across the body. Cool. Switch over to the other side. Same setup, nice split stance. Figure out those hips, pull the front hip back, push that back hip forward, scissor the legs together, hold your core tight. Same arm as that front leg, rotate bicep to the sky, hold tension. Here we go, under the chin. Pull that bicep out past the ear. Stay nice and tight, don't let those shoulders move. Internally rotate as much as you can, and then draw that circle around. Keep rotating so much the back of your hand comes to the thigh. Reverse, get back first. Externally rotate, and then big circle around. Keep trying to externally rotate as we come across the body, rotating that bicep up to the sky. One more there, guys. Under the chin, pull that bicep out past the ear. Big rotation, draw the circle around. Back of the hand comes to the thigh. And reverse, get high first. Externally rotate, come back around. Try to scrape that bicep right under the chin, across the body, and down. Awesome work. Just back to a regular stance here. Gonna get into the elbows and wrists next. So find just solid stance wherever you're comfortable. Keep a good squeeze in the glutes, core is steady. We're gonna open the palms up, away from your body. Keep the elbow in place. So we're trying to rotate the forearm around that elbow pit. So keep your elbow pit stationary, squeeze your shoulder blades back a little bit, open the thumbs up as much as you can. Now give me a slow bicep curl up to the shoulder. Pretend you're moving through thick air. When you get to the top, squeeze as much as you can, pronate, and push the palms away to the floor. One more rotation like that. At the bottom, supinate, pull up. And at the top, we're gonna pronate and push it back down. This time when you come to the bottom, we're just gonna reverse. So hold that position, try to rotate a little more, pull the thumbs in, and then drag the back of the hand to the shoulder. Rotate at the top and push the back of the hand down to the floor. Nice, slow, consistent movement here. Rotation, flexion, rotation, and extension. Awesome. Shake that out at the bottom. We're going to finish the upper body off with some wrists. I'll come a little closer so you guys can see this. We're going to do this with a flat palm, palm up towards the ceiling, trying to keep the fingertips fingers nice and straight. So from this position, keep the forearms steady here as well. So you want to try not to let your forearm tip over. I'm going to use, I don't think I have it, rats. I was going to use my phone and balance it here, but I can't do that right now. So if you have your cell phone available, if you're not watching on your cell phone, or you have like something flat, you could put that on your forearm to give you some feedback to make sure you're not letting that rotation occur. But keep the elbows nice and stationary, that should help. We'll start by pulling the pinky fingers in towards one another and then drawing the fingertips down towards the floor. So try to show me your palms and then push out towards the thumbs. Keep the fingers nice and straight here. They're going to want to bend. Pull the fingertips towards the ceiling as best you can. And then rotate into the pinkies, down towards the floor, out to the thumbs. Don't let those fingertips bend here. Pull up towards the ceiling as best you can. Show me the back of your hand and finish coming into the pinkies. From there, reverse back up to the ceiling. Show me the back of that hand again. Push out towards the thumbs and then open down towards the floor. Push to the pinkies. Last one here. Up towards the ceiling. Out to the thumb. Keep those forearms nice and steady. Down to the floor. Last little bit. And finish coming in towards the pinky fingers. Cool. Shake that out. We're gonna finish the lower half standing here as well. So this is where I want you to use something to help you balance, whether it's a wall, a sofa, a chair, a human, I don't really care. Hold on to something. I don't want this to be balancing exercise. I really want your hip to get a good amount of work here. I'm actually just gonna use my ceiling to help me balance, just because then I can give you a pretty easy straight on view of this hip car. So let's work with the right side first. Keep tension through the rest of the body, so hold a nice tight fist. Grip whatever it is you're hanging on to. You can push into it nice and hard. And then from here, we're gonna lift. I'm gonna have you actually start with this leg out away from the body and try to internally rotate right away. So point the toes down towards the floor and then drag that foot across. Try to cross your midline as best you can. And then from there, we're gonna rotate externally and try to bring the inner thigh up towards the chest. Get as high as you can, then drop the heel down. Open out to the side, think abduction, get that knee high, and then internally rotate through the femur. Big rotation around and get those knees to draw together at the back. Reverse by kicking backwards first, opening out to the side. Get the knee as high as you can and then drop that heel down and start to pull the knee as high as possible in front of the chest. Keep pushing that leg across the body. We're gonna try and internally rotate on the way down and drag internal rotation back out. Okay, so toes point in across the body. Externally rotate, drag the inner thigh up towards the chest. Drop the heel down, open, abduct to the side. Hold the knee, internal rotation at the femur. Draw that circle around and pull the knees together. Reverse kick back first. Open, abduct to the side, get the knee high. Start to drop the heel as the knee comes around in front. Nice and high, start to push that foot farther. Come across and then drag into internal rotation as you come low and try to rotate the toe, big toe to the floor. All right, same thing on the other side. Set that up, push into the floor with the leg you're balancing on. Hold tension through the rest of the body here. We're gonna start with that leg out. Internally rotate, toe down to the floor, cross the body. Start external rotation by pulling the inner thigh up to the chest. Drop the heel, abduct as far as you can. Hold the knee, internal rotation at the femur. Draw the circle around and pull the knees together. Reverse kick back, abduct to the side, get as high as you can, drop the heel, pull that knee back around in front, external rotation, and as we drop it down, twist it into internal rotation and get that toe pointing towards the floor. One more there, guys. Cross the body, external rotation, pull the inner thigh up to the chest, drop the heel, abduct, internal rotation at the femur, think big circle around, down, draw the knees together. Reverse kick back first, abduct to the side, drop the heel, all the way back around, and start to push that leg across, and then drag into internal rotation with the toe pointing down. Awesome, shake those out. We're gonna go into a standing knee car next. So one thing I want you to be cautious of here is how much rotation you're getting. So with the knee car, we want a rigid ankle, we want the knee to stay in place, and we want the shin itself to move around that steady ankle. So I'm really trying to get movement down here. So to do this from a standing position, what we're gonna do is, again, hold on to something to balance. We're gonna just keep the knee sort of staying or like hanging out by the other leg. And we're just gonna flex and extend through this range, trying to keep the ankle rigid and rotating. Actually, this might be, I don't know what's gonna be a better angle. This might actually be a better angle here to show you. So I'll try and balance with my ceiling again. We're gonna pull the heel up towards the bum. I want you to externally rotate, so point out towards your baby toe, and then kick down towards the floor. Before you touch the floor, internally rotate to the big toe and pull it back up. Externally rotate, kick down. Internally rotate, pull up towards the bum. Keep that position and push back to the floor. Rotate, pull back to the bum. Rotate, push to the floor. Rotate, kick to the bum. Beautiful. Relax. Same thing on the other side. So you're going to pull the heel to the bum, rotate out to the baby toe, kick down, rotate, big toe, pull up. Rotate to the baby toe, push to the floor. Rotate to the big toe, pull back to your bum. Reverse from there, back to the floor. Out to the baby toe, back to your bum. One more, big toe, down to the floor. Baby toe, up to the bum. Relax from there. The ankle car, we're just gonna, you can again use something to help you balance. I just wanna have you put the leg out in front of you. We're gonna rotate through it there. Try to limit how much movement is happening either at the knee or at the shin, and especially at the hip. We don't want the hip to kind of go through the car with us. We just want stationary ankle movement. Okay, so start with one leg out in front. We'll point the toes down towards the floor. Push out towards the baby toe. Pull the back of the foot up towards your face, into the big toe, and then down to the floor. Baby toe, back to the face. Big toe, down to the floor. And reverse from there, back into the big toe, back to the face. Out to the baby toe, down to the floor. And one more big toe, pull back hard. Baby toe, and down. Exact same thing on the other side, just switch it up, point that toe to the floor. We'll go into the big toe, back to the face, out to the baby toe, and down. Don't let that leg move. Big toe, back to the face, baby toe, and down. Reverse from there, baby toe and up, big toe and down. Don't let the shin move. Baby toe and up, big toe, and point down. Awesome, shake it out, find a straight stance, get the feet right underneath of the hips, hold nice and steady here. If you're able to bring a slight bend to your knee, I'm gonna just have you kind of soften that guy up. That'll give you a little bit more challenge here, but you're totally welcome to just stay standing tall. You can try both and see what works for you. So find that position. We're gonna lift all 10 toes up off the ground to start. I want you to try to spread them apart and then place them back on the ground with a bit of space in between them. From there, we're gonna just pick up the big toe, leave everything else down, and set it back down. Again, pick up that big toe and set it back down. One more big toe up and back down. Now we're gonna do the opposite. Keep those big toes grounded, lift 8 toes up, and back down, 8 toes up, and back down. Last one, 8 toes up, and back down. Now, all 10 toes are gonna come up again. We're gonna push the big toe to the floor and bring it back up. 10 toes are lifted, big toe down, and back up. Keep the toes up, big toe down, and back up. Last little bit, we're gonna sort of piano key from baby toe to big toe, making a little wave here. So reach those baby toes out to the floor first, and then your ring toe, and then your middle toe, and then your index, and then the big toe. Again, 10 toes up, go baby, ring, middle, index, and big. Last one here, guys. Lift all 10 toes, go baby, ring, middle, index, and big toe down. Beautiful. Shake it out. That's it. That's all, guys. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Hopefully your body feels a little more alive and a little more awake to take on your day. Yeah, this stuff is great to do at any point in time. So if you're feeling a little crunchy or cracky or stiff later in the day, use these tools to kind of help mitigate some of that stuff, and hopefully you'll get rid of some of the crunchiness. Have a good one. Thanks a lot for coming out, and enjoy. Yeah, happy Thursday, guys. Thanks a lot. See ya.